Hey guys, this is my video for my homemade Spetsnaz ballistics knife, and all you'll need to build this is some paper, Elmer's glue to make hardened paper, because obviously this is not going to work. You're going to need some corks, wine corks, like that one. A pencil, scissors, and a design. Mine I based off of this design right here. This one. As you can see, there's a spring inside which pushes on the cartridge. There's a notch in the cartridge that the trigger holds onto, and when you press down on the trigger, it releases the blade and the cartridge to shoot out. My trigger idea actually is Take Home 1942. I got that idea from him, so props to him. Mine's kind of similar, but yeah. So it's made out of hardened paper, makes it pretty solid, and this is the cartridge which the blade would be attached to, but right now I don't have a blade, so I need to get one. Another thing I need to do is replace the spring, because this spring isn't the best. It's just a spring from it's like the edging from a notebook, and there's one other thing. Oh, I need to add a pen spring underneath of this trigger to help it push back up instead of it just going like that, a little teeter-totter. But basically, the shell of the handle is made out of hardened paper. Everything's made out of hardened paper except obviously the spring, the corks, and the cartridge. But there's a cork in the bottom that is attached to the spring. I screwed the spring into the cork, and then put it so it fits right inside of here, and then poured glue inside around the spring and the cork. And I added a little end plate like that out of hardened paper. Threw on some extra stuff, like I added this little thing. It's just a raised edge to make it look more presentable, more stylish. The trigger is also made out of hardened paper. It's just two little U-shaped pieces of thick hardened paper, and there's a little toothpick that I used to go through both the trigger itself and the two little U-shapes, so to allow it to have a pivot point. Then the cartridge is made out of a cork. I just stuck a cork inside and wrapped it in hardened paper, and then cut out a little notch right there. It's a little notch for the trigger to hold on to, and then there's just this little piece at the end, just another raised piece to make it look more presentable. But eventually, when this blade is attached, it would sit inside like that. I'm going to show you that in a minute. But these little arrows, there's an arrow right there, there's an arrow right there, that these both attach to. Or they like sit one on top of each other, one on top of another, like that. And now once you push in the cartridge, you can push down the trigger to lock it into place. See little two things lining up, little arrows. So now I'm going to show you how it works. When you release, or when you push on the trigger, it releases the cartridge because it's holding on to the little notch that I showed you right now. So when you press it down, it obviously lets the spring do what the spring needs to do and pushes it forward. So let me just show you. Alright, so that's how that works. I might do an update when I get the blade and everything that I need to do done, and I might even spray paint it or something, make it black. But that's pretty much it for now. Comment, rate, subscribe.